Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Yakar from SOZ Atlanta.
Hey,
Shalom.
Shalom, Shalom. Man.
Shalom is Brother Potter Wafi at SOC Houston.
Hey, Shalom. This is Brother Karadazad at SOZ Houston also.
And this is Blow Your Trumpet.
And stay on your pivot, man.
All praise to the Most High. So basically, if you're new to the channel or new to the live stream, what we do is we cover end-time events, prophecies, and ongoing world, like we say, current events, right? So to kick it off, I'm going to get the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Pull up the scripture. Can brother see it all right?
King.
Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
That's large, King. I can see that real clear.
All praise. Yeah. This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahushua, giving thanks to God and the Father by him. Right. So we're commanded that whatever we do, right, whether we speak or it's an action that we do, we have to do it all in the name of the Lord. Right, because as Israelites who was given the commandment to follow the Most High with all our heart, mind, and soul, right? So this right here, we're doing this for the edifying of the body, for the edifying and the upholding of our nation, right? We hold ourselves and our people to a certain standard, right? And that standard is not being ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So with that being said, I'm gonna get the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 11, and we could kick that thing off through the Spirit. All right. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse number 11. It says, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers, because you have many works and many duties throughout the body of Israel, right? It's not just you have brothers in camps or brothers that, watch the videos, right? You have many brothers with many talents and many jobs and many duties, right? So one of those duties is you have to have brothers that blow the trumpet. Back in the ancient world, when we were in our own land, you would have brothers that would stand watch in a tower, right? And they would take shifts, right? That nowadays that would be, your security, right? Making sure, all fronts are covered, basically watching your six, watching your back, seeing are there any ongoing threats or anything that the people need to know about, right? And what they would do, they would sound the trumpet. Right. So what we do is we're spiritually sounding that trumpet to our people, showing them, hey, this is something we have to know. This is some information that's come upon the world, and this is pushing out prophecy and basically speeding up the time that we're in. Right. The way we understand, right, what part of the or measure of time that we're in is through prophecy. Right. The scriptures say, measure thou the time diligently. Let me get that real quick. That's in the book of Ezra. Let me see. To the Spirit. I got to get the Apocrypha. Right.
You're breaking up a little bit, brother. I don't know if you is that me only me, Paula? Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear him perfectly, King.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Can y'all brothers hear me?
Yeah.
God, we hear you, King. God. Measure thou the time diligently within itself. Right. It's like you bear with me. Kind of skipping my mind to the Spirit.
Second one.
Second Ezra 1.
Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 1.
That's why. It's because I'm not in the Apocrypha. There we go. Right. Like the brother said, Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. There we go. The Water King. It's kind of slipping my mind for a second. Right. This is the book of Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, right, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we understand through prophecy, right, through world events, through history, and through the chronicle of time, right, as time moves forward and more things happen, we can understand that the Most High is beginning to visit the earth, and is beginning to put his hand, on the earth, right? So this is one of the ways how we alert our people is through, blowing the trumpet, right? Does any brothers got any points? Real quick, you happen to it?
Con. Right, I'm gonna make mine quick. Can you go to the book of Habakkuk, right, chapter 2, and start at verse 1.
Most definitely can. All right. It reads, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved.
Hey, that's the point right there, man. Right, you have to stand on that watch, stand upon that tower, man. Hey, and the Lord's our tower. The Lord, he the one who gave us eyes to see. We have those eyes of understanding now. So we're able to see what the Most High God is doing in the earth, man. And that's how he's talking to us. He's not sending the angel down to come and tap you on the shoulder in the middle of the night, wake you up out your sleep, and kind of say, hey, look, brother, you're called, brother Potter, brother Karatazar. Hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I don't tell nobody else, but this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. No, man, the Lord gave us the signs. You can see it in the earth, man. And while reading the scriptures, right, like the brother you call going into the prophecies, right, and the other things that Yahweh Shah taught, you understand what's happening in the earth, man, right? And there's a lot of things going on in the earth, right? And that's it right there. We can drop it right there. Go ahead and go into it, man. Pull out that first article if you want to.
Praise to the Most High, right? So our first article, as you can see, this is madness. This is the first thing you see on the damn screen. the first article, the MI gay test. What the hell is that? Right? And we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that madness later, right? Believe me, right? But it says, watch, assassination attempt on Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas amid Israel-Hamas war. So it's a lot going on in the world, right? If you're not caught up, you have a whole war. And there's people out there that have no idea about this war that's going on. Zero clue. You talk to, your manager at the job, maybe your coworkers, some of them might not even know this is even happening, right? So again, that's why it's important that we, sound the trumpet. But it says the assassination attempt against I'll say Abbas to save time, right? Or the Palestinian president was reported after a group called Sons of Abu Jadal gave the Palestinian president 24 hours to declare a global war against Israel. So as you can see, this war is heating up, man. People are getting pressured. They're getting ultimatums. They say, if you don't do this, I'm going to do that. War games are being played. Ships are being deployed. Right? You got, the U.S. is getting involved into this thing now. The U.S. is getting involved into this thing. Meanwhile, you have the citizens in the U.S. having no clue what's going on, right? A lot of our people are too sucked into social media. A lot of our people are addicted to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube videos, right? And that's part of the plan, honestly, right? What do you do when you're on these social media apps? You go in there to post one thing on your story. Next thing you scrolling. It's been 2 hours and you've just been scrolling, looking at things that you're not even going to remember in the next 30 minutes, right? So these are things to keep not only to keep our people distracted and asleep, right? But also the Lord said, I'm gonna come like a thief in the night, right? So you have to be watching in order to understand, okay, we're in this, this time right now, things are starting to heat up. We see that there's wars going on. It's not just rumors of war anymore. These are actual wars kicking off. You got to understand, right? 2019, 2020, it was just talk of war, right? It was just talk of war, right? The U.S., I believe they killed that, I forgot his name. It's slipping me right now, right? But they killed that one dude and they was ready to declare war on the U.S., right? That was just rumors of war. Like, okay, maybe the U.S. might kind of do this, and certain countries they might play their cards like that. Now it's just all out war, right? You got a point, King?
Huh?
You got a point?
Oh yeah, come on, man. Hey, you touch up on something mighty, man. Hey, look. See, America, they used to being big and bad and being greatly feared, man. So they think that their presence alone is going to stop everybody from fighting, man. Kind of like children, man. You know, when your children they acting up in school, they acting up in class. What do? They call the parents and say, "Hey, can you just come to the class?" You kind of sit in the class, and everybody in the classroom acting right. That's what they expect America to do, man. And America is doing that. They got their biggest Navy ship over there in the waters right now, man. Overlooking everything, thinking that their presence is gonna, you know what I'm saying, cease the war. But nah, it's causing more war, more strife, man.
Right.
Cause they don't like America. Nobody likes America, man. The Iranians, they came back to support the Palestinians. They don't like America, man. Right? All the countries of Arabia, nobody likes America, man. The Middle Eastern people, they don't like America. So much hate going towards these people. It's ridiculous, man. Right? And because of that, because you got this war going on, and a lot of people don't like America, right? And the allies of America, right, which is what those Israelis, those Ashkenazi Jews. Hey, look, hey, blood is gonna start leaking out, man. You already seen what's going on over there, man. Do videos. I just found out that I just got a update earlier this week that Gaza, hey, it's blackout over there, man. They have no communications in the land of Gaza. It's been officially cut off from the map, man. And what do you think is going on over there? You think everybody's being nice? They kind of got the fountain of youth over there, kind of throwing fiestas, still having parties over there. They still like dancing on chairs. Nah, man, people are dying over there, man. People are being ravished. Little kids are being beheaded, man. Right? It's not a game. Right now, it's huge death on the earth, man. And that's all praise to the Most High God, because that means that what? Surely things are coming to pass, man. And right? And because of that, right? Now you got people attacking people, man. And it's getting pretty bad because now people who have nothing to do with it are getting attacked. Brother, you got that article?
Which one you talking about, King?
I'm talking about the
Oh yeah. Kind. I got you.
Pull that up for me, Baba Kashah.
Kind. And real quick before I get that, I want to get this precept of the spirit because you said something, King.
Go ahead.
The brother Potter was going into, right? A mighty point he was saying, right? A lot of people are gonna, a lot of people hate America, man, right? Just put up in a whole nother window, right? But a lot of people they hate America, right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 16, right? It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Right? So not to get too deep, right? But that whore, that's America, right? America accepts all customs, religions, peoples, tongues, languages, right? America's Babylon, right? When you go back to the word, and I'm gonna be quick, short with it, right? The word Babel, that just means confusion. America is the land of confusion, right? Where you can have Muslims, Christians, and so-called Jewish, right? Judaism dwelling in the damn same building, right? I believe Steve Harvey, he's trying to, he was the face of that one world religion where all three religions came together, right? So Babylon is that great whore. You got the Asians running a business in the hood, right? You got the Edomites running, collecting taxes from the Asians, right? You got the Arabs selling damn gold and all this fake jewelry to the Israelites. It's all madness. You got a lot of things under one umbrella, right? And it starts confusion, right? You got homosexuality, you got trans, right? You got, you go to Atlanta or you might see a woman, right? But it's not a woman, it's a man. You might see a man and it's a woman, right? Just ask about, how camp went, right? You see damn women dressed up as men, right? With a woman, right? So this is the great whore. Why? Because she accepts all different types of, a whore. Everybody knows what a whore is, a harlot, right? They'll open to their quiver to every arrow, right? America is open, that great melting pot, right? It's open to every doctrine and philosophy, right? So these nations are going to hate the whore, right? And shall make her desolate and naked, right? So, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So basically, America is going to be destroyed by these other nations, right? But through the spirit, let me get the next article, right? So if you haven't heard, Karatazar, you got any points before we move on, King?
You're not on here, King.
Oh, okay, kind. I can't see. I'm on
Yeah.
another window.
Check if you got him in the lobby or something, man.
Kind, let me see. Nah. I think the brother hopped off for a second, right? But it says U.S. woman, and this is not a U.S. woman, right? But it says U.S. woman arrested after crashing car into what she thought was a Jewish school.
See that?
Now, first and foremost, this article is already wrong, right? I'm not too sure about this news source right here. I kind of just discovered them as of late, right? But it was a good headway, you know, into what's going on. So the woman, she's not from the U.S., right?
Bring it out, man. Where's she from, man?
And she's a Palestinian woman, and we're gonna read about this. It says the cops reportedly called Miss, I'm gonna say Miss A for short. That's not a U.S. name, right? A
It's not.
terrorist. Go ahead, King.
They said that's not an Amber or Ashley.
That's not an Amber. That's not an Ashley. That's not a Jefferson. That's not a Johnson, right? That is not a U.S. name, right? Al Mactheth, you know, it says, you kind of just call her A for short. It says the cops reportedly called her a terrorist and said she was arrested on a preliminary charge of criminal recklessness. Now, the funny part about it, or I wouldn't say funny because there was actual brothers involved with this, but the thing about it is that she did this on purpose, right? I believe that's why they're calling her a terrorist, because this was an act premeditated, right? So let's read about it, right? It says a woman in the U.S. has been arrested after she allegedly crashed her car into a building she thought was a Jewish school. Now, if you don't know, right, the school belonged to brothers in the congregation ASUPK, right? And this woman thought it was, a so-called a Jewish school, because the Palestinians are going at it with the so-called Israelis, right? The fake Jews, right?
Mhm.
So she crashed her car into the school of the real Jews, right? Because she mistook the lily and thought that it was a Jewish school, right?
But that shows you something right there, man. Salaki, were you done?
No, yeah, you good, King. Go ahead.
That shows you something right there, man. We got a target on our backs, man.
Yep.
We know the difference. We have the understanding. We have the light, right? But nobody else in this world do.
Right.
So they're gonna, hey, they see us with it. They're gonna think what? We're Jews. Okay, good. Let's kill them. And that's what's happening right here, man. Matter of fact, hey King, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
I just check your email. I just sent you something on your email, King. It's a YouTube video. So think about real quick, man. The Palestinians, they're attacking the so-called Israelites, thinking that they're the Israelis, man. Thinking that they're the Jewish people, man. And this war has nothing to do with us. This is not our war. This is not the ways of this world, and we're trying to get back to the law, statutes, and the commandments. Get back to serving the Lord, man. Right? Hey, I'm not worrying about the Israelis. I'm not worrying about the Palestinians. I'm worrying about the nation of Yasha'Allah. Right? But let's show you what they're worrying about. So you got the Palestinians, they're over here attacking the Israelites, right? Kind of running their cars in their school. And let's see what the Israelis are doing. You got that video, King?
Salaki, I'm trying to pull.
Con. Let's get that video real quick, man. We gotta see, we gotta show you, man, what's truly going on, man. Hey, Salaki, brother Karatazar.
Shalom, shalom. What's up, King?
Shalom, can you mind pulling a precept for me?
Sure, what you got?
Habakkuk. I'm sorry, not Habakkuk. The book of Micah 2:1.
2 seconds.
Michael and Zechariah. I think it might be Zechariah 2:1. Gather yourself together. What is that?
Zephaniah 2:1.
Zephaniah. I want Zephaniah 2:1.
Gotcha.
You see that? It says what? Gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. And so the nation of Israel is not desired, man. Nobody likes Israel, man. Because what? They're envious of us, man. We have the wisdom, we have knowledge, we have the understanding. And on top of that, we have the Most High God on our side, man. Rocking with us, man. So let's see what these Israelis are doing. What now their agenda is, right? Go ahead, pass it to your call if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let me jump in on some of that right there, man. You on mute, you call.
Con. You got it, King.
Yeah, bring out the book of just the classic, man. Psalms 83, man. We're gonna go and show why this is happening from the beginning of why, you got these two groups fighting at each other, but we're in the midst of it. How do we always end up in the middle of somebody else's stuff, right? Bring out read that out for me.
Right, this is the book of Psalm, chapter 83, and verse number 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And it's obvious that these other nations hate us, man. It's obvious that these other nations know who we are because they're the ones that have brought us low, separated us out, hidden our facts, hidden our history, changed the names and the faces of our ancestors and our people. So now you got these two people that are these two nations that are fighting drastically to retain something that doesn't belong to them and trying to do what they do best. They try to take down the Israelites, man. They always try to focus. No matter what goes on with any other nation, it always turns out to be Israel's fault. You dig? Next verse, Baruch.
Right, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And that's what they're doing right now. Just like we just saw recently in the news. You know what I'm saying? They're not saying the biggest threat to the world right now is nuclear fire, nuclear. No, they say it's the so-called black man in the damn ghettos, man. Because they know when we're waking up our people because we're breaking outside of the constraints that they've gave us within that tumultuous tumult to try to get us to forget who we are and to go into other ways. So our inheritance is up for the grabs for them. And now that you see that, the world's even confused to a certain degree, because even certain, not like, I'm not going to say like all the new generations know what's going on, but the ones that are in power to this point, that are tasked to continue the oppression of the Israelites, even if they're younger, they're still briefed on the agendas, right? And let's go ahead and read this out, Baba Kashan.
It reads, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And so just to be honest, that damn Ishmaelite, she saw what you would call the lily, right? Tried to target our people and tried to take it down and get it up out of for remembrance, man. She was hoping to cause some kind of destruction to bring down the name of Israel, because in the name of Ishmael, in the name of Palestine, right? Because these people hate us so bad, just like this brother said, we need to gather ourselves together. But when we are gathering ourselves together as a nation, how is it that you know who you're fighting against? You know that the people, Nathan, Nahu, the damn Israelis, they don't look like Jake in America, man. You can't mistake Jake in America for the so-called Jewish man in Israel. They're not one and the same in no form or fashion. But the next verse is what I wanted to land on. Baksha.
It says they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
And everybody's in agreement to be against us, right? And that's the point of the matter is, no matter what we do, if we're not looking to the scriptures, to the Lord to give us the salvation, to bring our people back together, to restore the name of Israel in the name of the Most High through his son Yahweh Shai, we're not going to be able to get and overcome these things. But they're going to target us because One last verse. The next verse. This is who actually is doing it. This is the people. They're saying this is going to happen. But from who's the chief houses in Israel fighting right now? In Hamas. Let's find out.
Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
The so-called Jewish man, so-called Edom, Esau, and the so-called Arab man, the Palestinians, man, the Ishmaelites. These are the two top chief people that are against the Israelites, man. And then it goes down the list, the Moabites. Then it goes into the Hagarenes. But you see off the top, you're always going to, and Amalek, Gabal, and Ammon, the Philistines, and with the inhabitants of Tyre. And the ancient Philistines are Hamites. They're not the modern day state of Arabs in Palestine. They're not like the so-called, we're the true Jews, but the so-called modern state, that's the key word, modern state of the region doesn't reflect the true inhabitants of that was inheritedly given that land. And I yield with that.
And like the brother was going into, these nations, they'll fight tooth and nail, for their heritage, right? Their so-called heritage, right? Because this woman, now in the US, you have something called a patriot, right? Somebody who's very just about their land, their country. You got in the South, you got rednecks, they got the Confederate flag. They always talk about how the US used to be and things of that sort, right? Now, this woman, right, Miss A, we're gonna call her Miss A, right? Or her name is Ruba. We're gonna call her Ruba. She said, and I don't think this article states it, but I remember in another article, she said, I can't sit around anymore while, basically for lack of better words, basically she said, I can't sit around anymore while these things are going on in my country. I had to do something. And let me see if I can find her mugshot. Right. I think it's this.
On End Time Headlines, there you go.
Yep. She said, I couldn't just sit around. I had to do something. Now, this woman, you wouldn't expect, well, maybe you would, but typical, you might see this woman at the grocery store. Let's say you go to Walmart. You might see this woman at the grocery store and she has on her head wrap, her shawl or whatever. You're not expecting this woman to drive her, I believe it was a damn Toyota, her Toyota into a damn building, right? For something that she has no control over. But that's the spirit that these people are in, right? And when I say these people, I mean these nations. They're so patriotic to their land and country and peoples that they're willing to commit so-called terrorism, right, against people that have, well, I would say people that have nothing to do with it, but she was mistaken and thought that a brother's school, right, ISUPK school, was a damn Jewish school. So she said, look, I can't sit around and do nothing. And that's what it all comes down to, right? These nations, they're ready to fight tooth and nail, right, to the death. Because who knows how fast this woman was going when she crashed into it. I believe she backed into it, right? But just the very thought, that's something you would describe as an intrusive thought, right? Where you say in the back of your head, it's like you have the power to do something, but you would never act on it. Like, let's say you're in a subway, right? And somebody's standing next to the train tracks. You have the power to push them onto the train tracks, but of course, you don't want to do it. You just know that you have the power to do it. Now, we understand she has the power, to damn near ram her building into the school full speed ahead, right? But then she acted on it and actually did it. Now, the brothers was saying, who knows? It could have been a suicide bomb threat. The woman could have had anything in her car, right? All praise to the Most High that the building, didn't suffer any explosive damage or that the brothers was unharmed. But at the same time, you have people like that in the Great Whore Babylon, right? Who are willing to go the length to do anything that they can for their people and country, right?
And
so
don't
meanwhile,
forget, and I'm just gonna just jump in there for 2 seconds, but don't forget who you're looking at right here, man. This isn't just your average suburban housewife, man. This is Ishmael's wild woman, man. She'll blow herself up and him. You know what I mean? Strap a baby with the bomb. Hey, carry her. Get the car seat, and then it really just C4 in there. You know what I'm saying? Just boom. So you got to remember, this is the wildest of the wild people, the wild men, the Ishmaelites.
Right.
I want to throw that point out there. Like this, man, that's the face of a true Stone Cold. She really will kill you and everybody.
And not think twice about it, man. Right. It takes a lot of guts, man. She kind of girded up her loins, right? Got in that car and kind of revved the engine, right?
she yelled out Ali Akbar, boom, and then drove into the damn building, man.
She did what she had to do, right? This is a 34-year-old woman, and I believe, let's see, is accused of reversing her vehicle into a structure affiliated with the now they're going to say Black Hebrew Israelites, but the crazy part about it is they also demonized us in this article, saying that we're the anti-Semitic ones and this and that and this and that. So they managed to demonize her and Israel.
But what don't make sense in this is think about that what you just said though. Technically, if they say we're anti-Semitic, which is ridiculous in itself, since we're fighting to be the true people of the nation of Israel, right? Wouldn't we be technically Ishmael's ally in this, since we both don't like the current state of modern day Israel?
Right.
So why would we get anything bastardized in this aspect if we were like, you know what? Because they're double talking. She hates them because they're anti-Semitic, but the Ishmaelites are against Zionists. So make this make sense. What are you trying to say in this article? All you're trying to do is anybody brown, this is the terrorists, and y'all hate yourselves basically, and y'all exposing us for being liars. That's basically what you're doing, defaming us.
Right. And that's all it is, right? It says the building in question is linked to a sect of the Black Hebrew Israelites.
That's crazy.
Not a Jewish institution.
You see that?
This is crazy, man. You can't make this shit up. It says, as clarified by the Anti-Defamation League, despite the misidentification, the incident was prompted the Jewish Federation of Greater Indianapolis to collaborate with the local security programs to investigate further and reinforce security measures within the community.
Within what community, though? Not the whole state, the Jewish community, the Amalekites. That's what they're doing. That's not for, because they just called us. They just said, what's more anti-Semitic than telling somebody who's a Jew that they're not a Jew?
Right.
Hypocrites, man.
And you know what's crazy? They're since they're such a victim, these Jewish people, they're such a victim, quote unquote, that now they're being told to not reveal their identity when going on flights because apparently they're being attacked. It is crazy. They're being told to not have anything that reveals their identity as being Jewish.
You know what they're trying to do is reinforce the whole Holocaust era syndrome, basically. So they're trying to propagandize the fact of the matter is that, look, we as Jewish people, we've been persecuted everywhere we go. Like, right. No, bro.
Right.
No.
Right. It says the incident occurs against the backdrop of increasing domestic hate crimes in the U.S., with the Department of Homeland Security recently issuing a warning about a heightened threatened environment due to the escalation of conflict between Israel and Hamas. So what this is really saying is because all these so-called Jewish people are receiving hate crimes, that now there's going to come a time where you can't say anything against them. Anything against them, because you will be charged for it, right? We already see it happening with the ABC community, right? So you're going to, how much more the people who rule the world, man? Right?
Hey, Salaki, you might pull up that video real quick?
Most definitely, King. Brother Sarah, all right?
Nice. I can't hear anything, King. Is it on mute or did you share with the audio?
Let me see. I think I got to share it with the audio. Bear with me.
Okay.
Present, share screen. All right. Yeah, it says the audio is on. All right, let's see now. Brother Scared?
I'm looking at an article, me.
Yeah, I don't see the screen. I don't know if you're sharing the one with the tab or the entire window.
Oh
So you
man,
just see the article.
bear with me. Present. Stop screen. Let's see. Share screen. All right. Share screen. Let's see. Window. I'll do entire screen. Window. Oh, okay. I see it. All right.
Make sure you give us a big thumbs up.
Let's hear it now.
Oh,
There we go.
all
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Skip
there we
a little
go.
bit forward in the video though for me, Baba Shaw.
Let me see.
Right there. Perfect.
Right here.
Yeah.
With
Oh
Israel,
no, that's too far. That's too far.
it's very important to discuss at this time of an Israeli consul
There
official
we go. Right there.
making what appears to be some very disturbing, dangerous, and damaging statements about Black American youth in particular. I found this clip very important to discuss at this time because there's so much happening in our world, and
All right. So real quick, man, for people who don't know, I think the Eve, she's making a reaction video to this. That's my fault. Right? I picked the wrong video. But just getting straight to it, man. This Israeli consul, she said that what? This so-called African American youth is the threat. The newer generation is the threat. That's what they're saying. But why are they saying that? It's because the Lord is waking them up, man. He's letting them know who they are, man. Lord said, out of the mouth of babes, man, shall it be come forth, man. So because this newer generation, they're waking up, they're placing the Most High God, right? They're serving the Lord, they're repenting, right? This is their empire is falling down, and they know that. So they're saying, what? Hey, man, look, our real threat is not the Palestinians that's bombing us, that's killing us. It's the young Black Americans, man. So what they're really trying to tell you, hey, is the Israelites, man. This new Israelite, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you it's a movement. This new Israelite movement is what's killing us, man. So you got both sides now targeting us, man. Kind of got the Palestinian woman trying to hit you with a car. You got the Israeli people, hey, putting death threats on you, man.
That's right.
So now we getting attacked from both sides, man. And you can't be worried about everybody else. You got to worry about your people, man. Let the Lord worry about them. And he's already avenging us slowly and surely, man. Right? Brothers got something they want to say on that?
Hey, let this play out a little bit. Because this right here is going to, I believe I saw this one. So it's going to show it out. I wanted to actually, I wanted to hear it come out the pig's mouth.
And even before I press play, look at this. It says the major problem with Israel, right? The land of Israel and the people is with the young generation of the Black community. So I'm gonna let this play, man. Just keep that in mind.
Are supposed to have a very strong and democratic alliance with Israel. So it's disturbing to hear these comments. Watch this.
The problem of Israel is with the young generation of the Black community. Black Lives Matter starts there.
So just to give a little bit of context to
pause that. We got the context. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said, what did we just read in Psalms 83 right before we got to this, actually? So it's through the Spirit that the Lord brought us to a point. It's one thing to hear the so-called Israelites, what they would call us griping, even though we know we're calling out the injustices, we're bringing the truth, and we're trying to set our people free with the truth. It's one thing you can deny is us, because you say, hey, you know, hurt people, you're hurt people. Oh yeah, we are hurt people, and we're in the house of mourning right now, right? But when you see it come out of your own, the devil's mouth itself, bring out the book of Revelation 2 and 9, man. Just because we got to bring through the scriptures, man. Because there's a terrible lie that the current state of Israel is the biggest problem is us over here. And let's see why they say that.
right? Revelation chapter 2 and verse number 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And this is the key to this whole matter right there. I know the blasphemy of them that say that they are Jews and are not. So the young so-called black American man, so-called, and this is through the UK. We're waking up everywhere. So the biggest state of them is that, look, we can drop bombs on each other all day. At the end of the day, no matter what, we can still hold off to this lie that we're the most persecuted people on the planet because we're the most highest people, man. We're God's people. But you got those who are waking up, showing not by feelings alone, but through the word of the Most High, the blasphemy of which they say are Jews and are not. But we're showing you that they are the synagogue of Satan. So you're talking about deceit being opened up and the light coming into the dark, the light coming into darkness, out and bringing out the darkness, man. Like we're drowning out all the BS that was thrown and hidden and placed on us over these last centuries, man. And we know the works. They know our works. They know our tribulation and poverty. So how is the lowest state of a young man that really ain't got much the biggest problem for one of the most wealthiest nations on the earth right now? Because not because of our guns, it's not because of our speed, it's because we have the Most High God, and they know the scriptures because they try to mimic them, that He belongs to us, and that their blanket of protection, which is their lies, is being exposed, and it's like we're like the moths on their garments, man. We're showing what's truly behind that garment of lies, man. And I yield with that.
Khan, you got anything to say, Potter?
Hey, Khan, can I grab a precept, please?
What's that?
Can you give me the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 14, man? Because she's right. Well, we are their biggest threat. I'm going to be honest with you. She's right. She's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? I am a threat. I am a threat. I'm not even going to lie to you. But let me show you why I'm a threat. Read that.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So why am I a threat? Because I'm bringing forth the end, man. By preaching the gospel, telling them what the Lord say, man. Telling them the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Hey, waking my people up, I'm a threat, man. And I'm glad to be it, man. I'm okay having that target with my back. I'm tired of being in this wicked land, man. And those men who's sighing and crying on the highways and byways, hey, they're tired of being in this wicked land too, man. Hey, the women who's raising up their child and keeping them with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, hey, they're tired of this place too, man. Even the children who's following their parents, hey, they're tired of being here too, man. So yeah, I am a threat, and I'm glad to be it, man. They're absolutely right. Right? I'm a threat to you, not because I attack you, not because I'm loading up guns and I'm riding on you. I'm a threat to you because I'm waking up my people and telling them who they are.
Absolutely.
You got something right there? You got something you call?
Khan, real quick to the spirit, because the brother said something heavy, you know. This is the book of Ezekiel.
Chapter 9.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what
Right.
That's the spirit, brother, because that's literally where my spirit was right now. I was about to say, you got something?
Praises. Because the brother said, yeah, we're threats, man, but we're not the terrorists that they want to make us out to be, right? All we do is read the Bible verbatim, literally verbatim, like read the words off the page, right? We do what it says, right? And this is such a so-called God-fearing country, but you got all types of wickedness being promoted, and we're going to get into that next, man, right? I know we short on time today, right? We running up on that hour mark, right? But we got to tap into that. Since this is the God-fearing country and God blessed America, how did the Most High bless America? But then you have every type of abomination known to man in the midst of the streets, available at every gas station, right? So this is the book of Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right. So we set a mark upon the foreheads to those that sigh and cry, man. Right. Because the Most High, He's looking for that contrite spirit, that broken heart, man. That's how we're going to be saved, is through that broken contrite spirit, so that our spirit can get in order for the Lord's return. Right? We're not going to go back to our land, or as they say, go back to where we came from with a puffed up, proud spirit that's in love with the ways of our oppressors and wanting to be like unto them. Right? We're trying to go home. The only way we could go home is do what's written in the book. What's written in the book, right? We're commanded to go out and teach the word, right? And now that's being seen as a major threat, especially, you got young brothers coming into this thing. I myself am young, right? And being able to speak the words of the scriptures. You got brothers that's up their age preaching the word, man. You got brothers in wheelchairs and on walkers preaching the word, right? Old and young, it doesn't matter, right? We're still a threat to them because we're taking back our kingdom without having to lift a finger upon the heathen, man. So we're the biggest threat, because spiritually we have all the power, man. Right? They're defensive.
Hey, Salakia, you said something that's real quick, man. And I just want to touch up on this. You said, "Hey, we bringing the kingdom back, and we don't have a lift a finger. We haven't killed nobody. We haven't attacked nobody, but their kingdom is falling down just through words alone. That shows you the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right.
With the city of Jericho, what do we have to do? Blow a trumpet and walk around the city 7 times, man.
That's so. You're right.
Nah, King, you right. You brought it up, man.
Hey, all praise the Most High, man. It's the Most High, right?
Hey, bring out the book of Sirach 1 and start with verse 4, Baba Kasha.
Let's see.
Yeah, bring that up, dog. Just because this is kind of one of those things we're just talking about. We ain't really got to do nothing physically to you guys. Like, you ultimately fear what we're about to go into right here. Start with 4, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 4. Wisdom hath been created before all things, and an understanding of prudence from everlasting.
Yeah, man. So from the beginning of all, we were granted with this understanding of the truth and understanding, because the Lord deals with Israel, right? Keep going, Baba Shah.
Right. Verse 5. The word of God Most High is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments.
Right. So if you keep the lesson of the commandments, what does it say in Psalms 111 and 10? The beginning of wisdom is what? Keeping of the commandments, man. You can look across this world right now and see who's keeping these commandments. Who's really being hated for the name of the Lord's name, sake of the name of the Lord, man. That's not the so-called Israeli. The so-called modern state of Israel is not. The world doesn't hate them because they keep the commandments.
Right.
That's the least that what are they hated for? Because what they subjugate other people's cultures to benefit financially from it. They lie about who they really are while oppressing another people with a tumult with another agreed nations that are willing to push you down. But the key point is verse 6, Baba Shah, and then I want you to jump down to the bottom.
God. Sirach chapter 1 and verse 6. To whom hath the root of wisdom been revealed, or who hath known her wise counsels?
And what did the Lord say? He said, who has the root of the wisdom that's been revealed to him? Who has known her wise counsel? Who did the Lord, who is he the God of, man? He showed his word unto Jacob. He have not dealt so with any other nation. So anybody who's saying that they got the wisdom of the Most High, they know what's really going on, they got the knowledge behind it all. If you're not Israel, man, you're a damn lie, just to be honest with you, because we are the true prophets and people of the Most High that he reveals things to. And bring it down to basically verse 29, Baba Kashad. I'm going to end off at 29 and 30.
Sirach chapter 1 and verse 29. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest.
And you see, don't be a hypocrite in the sight of men. They say, you know what? Don't be anti-Semitic. Don't be racist towards a group of people, right? Because that's not right. But the same people that say they getting targeted because of what false nationality that they're claiming to be, look, they don't take good heed of what they speak is. They say the same thing. The biggest threat to the whole Middle East is niggas in Harlem. That's crazy. But they want you to be careful about what you say about them. But they're not a hypocrite because they say the black community is the biggest threat to anybody. Because what? We got the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge now. The Lord, they're fearing it because what? The Lord is showing them that we have the understanding, and we were brought poor. We're the poor. We're the ones in tribulation, like 2 and 9 says. But we are rich because guess what? The Lord actually dwells in us. He's in the midst of Israel. Go to verse 30, Baba Kashan. This is what this, but this is kind of why their fall is coming. This is why they're fearing right now. That's why we don't have to put hands on them. They're gonna what you do know about Esau and these other nations. When shit gets tough, they kill themselves. We don't really gotta do much. We can look at them and give them a heart attack because that's look at me. See this shit?
Every time.
He's looking man. That's what they say. This brother got a head full of hair, and he can speak in complete sentences, and he knows I'm the synagogue of Satan. That man is a threat. That dude is worse than a nuclear bomb right there. But read this out, Baba Kashan.
Khan, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 30. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall.
And Salah. Who exalts themselves to be the most important nation on the earth right now? Who says, you know what? Everybody hates the Jews, but we don't ever do anything. We're the best people on the earth. We're God's people. We're the ones here to set the whole earth in order. As you got all of our people hooked on drugs, shaking their ass on the internet, promoting like the worst of our people, but you while talking bad, not taking heed about what thou speakest, but you want to say that look, y'all are the greatest, But the Lord said, lest thou fall. And what's happening? Why are they fearing? Because you know when you fall, you ever been asleep and you feel like you fell in your sleep, your stomach drop out of you? That's what they're feeling everywhere they go. They're getting sick. It's like they're getting terrible news everywhere they go. Like they're falling out their bed, man. Read.
Right? It says, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so God discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. Because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit.
And that's the kicker right there. That's why they fear us, these young men like us. Because what do we come in? We come in truth, sincerity, in the name of the Lord, and through the Most High, Yahweh, through His Son, Yahweh Shah, speaking, thus saith the Lord. We just read the words off the paper. But the truth and the secrets that the Lord got, the parables, the knowledge, the treasures of His wisdom. Who is those in possession? Those that you would look and catch and shake your finger and hiss at, right? Those people that you look down and trodden over, and because we're serving out our sentence of and our disobedience for our God, but you fear because you see that the end is near, and your heart has been full of deceit. And now, like the brother said, who got next? We got next. And I'm gonna get with that.
Hey, Khan. Hey, Salakia, man. Kind of like what JC said, niggas in Paris, man. Going so hard, my efforts won't find me, man.
God, I'll bring out this precept through the Spirit. Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29. Let's see. It reads, the secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us. Right? So we understand that the Lord said, right, even though these things, these pearls are coming upon us, right? Hey, don't be afraid, right? For this is just the beginning. You got a lot of people, they're blowing their brains out right now. People kill themselves because, you know, they get laid off. You got people blowing their brains out right now. Inflation is kicking everybody in the you know what, right? People can't handle the heat right now. When the Lord put it on low, right? The oven is set to 90 degrees, not even that, like 45 maybe, right? He said, but those things which are revealed belong unto us. So we understand these things to not fear. We know what's coming next, right? And to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law, right? These things are revealed to us so that we can fear the Lord, right? And do the things of the law so that the Lord doesn't bring evil upon us, right? So that the Lord spares us, Lord willing, and has mercy on us in these days, right? And then real quick, I'm gonna get the book of Ephesians chapter 6 in verse number 12. There we go. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse number 12. It reads, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And that's what people hate. When you're at camp or when you're watching a camp and the heathens start to put their hands on brothers, the heathen, they don't want to actually put their hands on us, man. Right? Their spirit wants the heathen. You have to understand the heathen, they fear us, right? They see a brother like Karataza with a big afro, right, and a mighty beard. They're not trying to, buck up against that brother, right? But it's their spirit. They can't handle the things that come out that we say. And that's why the Bible, there's no book like the Bible, because the Bible can be proven time and time again, right? Because this is a spiritual warfare. We're battling spiritual wickedness in high places. When you call, and we're about to type into that article, man. I'm itching, right? But when you call somebody, when you call somebody damn homosexual, in which they are, they profess it, they literally have Pride Month, but then they get upset when you tell them that they're a homosexual, right? Or I don't want the channel to get striked, but the F word that rhymes with maggot, right? When you call them that, they get all bent out of shape, but they profess this stuff openly, right? So that's how you know it's a spiritual warfare when we bring out precepts going against the lifestyle that America promotes. And that's why a lot of these nations are going to come against the great whore and find out, look, y'all have been oppressing the chosen people. Of course we hate you, right? Look at what you did. The wrath of the Most High is going to be brought upon all the heathen because of how our treatment has been in these captivities, man, right? So whether or not they're a Moabite, Edomite, right? They set themselves up, man, for destruction, right? We're getting called anti-Semitic. Don't worry about it. That's not literally not our warfare, man, right? They call us out our name, this and that. Look, the Most High is going to handle it. We just got to continue to do the words that are written in His law. Why? Because we wrestle not. When you wrestle or you rest, that means you fight. So we're not fighting against their flesh and blood. Because like I said, the heathen, they're going to fear you regardless, right? You got white women afraid when a sister get in the elevator with them, man, right? And they could talk about you, but at the end of the day, right, there's nothing that they can do. They're powerless against you because you got the spirit on you, right?
Hey, brother, did you notice something? I didn't want to cut you off or none of that, but just think about what we just witnessed with what you just said. You see how we had to rhyme the word maggot, right? Because we don't want to get a channel strike, but you say nigga and nothing happens.
Right. One of the most offensive things you could call kings and princes.
But that doesn't get you strike. But the moment you call the damn Rainbow Bright crew what they really are, the popsicle lovers, you know what I'm saying?
The what do they call it? The bomb rocket.
Yeah,
popsicle lovers, carpet munchers, man.
Yeah, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you can, hey, but they'll tell you that's what I do. So respect it. I tell you, don't call me that nigga everywhere you go.
Right. Why isn't that against YouTube's community guidelines, man?
Because they want to make sure you are diminished everywhere you get a chance to take in any information, man.
Right. That's right.
So that's I wanted to bring that. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but
yeah, you're absolutely right.
It is what it is. That's the sad condition. That's why I said be not a hypocrite in the sight of men. That's why I'm saying, like, and guess who runs YouTube, man? So-called Amalekites, so-called modern day Jewish man to this day, who puts all the videos of Krishan Blue baby Blueface on there, all the twerk videos, Sexy Red, all of the nigga shit is on YouTube. But the moment you say anything outside of related to people's lifestyle choices, hey, now you're hey, it's unacceptable, man.
Hey, Salakia, man. I could have swore They had a LG, the ABC, you know what I'm saying, parade over there in Israel not too long ago, man.
They have
And
it.
ever since then, go ahead.
It's the biggest one. It's the biggest one in the earth, man. That's where I'm telling you that they hold the largest one on the earth in Tel Aviv.
It's crazy.
Think about that. They hold the largest abominable festival in our land, defiling it, talking about we are the Lord's people. Because you know what? They want, you know why Israel over there is so important in the Middle East? Do you want to know the true factor to it? Because it's the only democratic state in that whole region. Everything else is monarchy or totalitarianism or dictatorship that does not abide by the viewpoints of the Western world. So the only presence of democracy in the West, the Western Hemisphere, is in Israel. So that's why they're going to get funded, because they're trying to push that democracy mindset to the rest to say, hey, the democracy mindset is the virus of corruption, and they hold fast to their beliefs that they designed and got off of our Torah. But that's why they fight them so heavily, because they're fighting off some form of the Torah out there because of the Quran being so heavily present, because they don't allow the Western's influence in those countries like Egypt or in Gaza or in Turkey or all of these regional massive countries out there, Iran. These places aren't dealing with democracy, bro. They don't give a damn about what the people want. Like, the people want to lick and marry trees. Nobody's giving a damn about that. Nobody in their right mind should be like, hey, you know what? You can marry anything you want. You can marry this plant, this cactus, go home, do wicked things with cactuses, end up in the ER, making my tax dollars go up because now we need health reform because y'all catching diseases because y'all mixing, doing it. Come on, man. That's why they don't want that over there. Nobody wants democracy. The vile liberal, man.
It's all bad.
Yeah, it's all bad, King. Hey, I know you excited, biting at the chopping at the bit for the other. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Look at he over here like, I'm stressing, man. I need to bring this up, man.
Hey, you call that video we talked about earlier. I texted it to you, King.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up real quick to the spirit. Bear with me.
Nah, do what you need to, King. I know you feeling to talk about it, man. You might as well, you know what I'm saying?
But that was a mighty precept, Ephesians 6:12. That's actually hits it right on the head, man. Like, we are in the midst of fighting a lot of battles and the high spiritual battles with some really wicked sorcery and wicked men, man. They got some really wicked, what they call that shit, seances, man. That's what they really doing, is them casting damn spells across the earth against us, trying to, but it ain't working because we're gonna overcome. But you know, the Lord said, "Can't no enchantment go against Jacob." But they doing that shit. You can see the change of the face of the earth changing, man.
I don't normally ask for pronouns on the podcast, but in this case, I thought I would respect your desires. Thank you for respecting my preferred pronouns today.
Yeah. Is that just audio or is there a video with that?
That's a video. I'm trying to put it onto Chrome. Let me see. I don't know how to do it through here. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Technology, man. You gotta balance like 8 things at once.
Sorcery, man.
All right, let me see if I can do it this way.
I'm actually gender fluid, and so I wear scrunchies around my wrists. So
hold on. Time out.
You can hear it, and you gotta pause.
It sounds like this is about to be wild if you can see it. I'm just gonna say, hold on, time out. We gotta rewind this. We'll figure this technical shit out. Like, we're gonna figure this out.
It's bad, man. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna full screen this.
A picture's worth of 1,000 words on this one, I can tell. That's why. Hey, look at your call excited. He like, y'all gotta see this shit.
I gotta see this right here.
Hey, and she said, "I know you norms. What's wrong with being
you norms?
You norms. You got a problem with?"
I'm about to find some creepy. I'm gonna help you with the visual. If we can't get it, I'm gonna see if I can find some really interesting images.
That brother, he working for the Geek Squad. He finna hack your computer, man. Kind of control your computer from where he at.
I'm telling you. I think I can only do it through Chrome. Let me see if I can copy and paste it.
This is ugly. This motherfucker ugly.
Man, y'all gotta see this here. Oh, it only took about 2 minutes. All right, I got it pulled up. All right, let me share my screen through the spirit.
All these damn man.
Can brother see?
We can see. Let's go.
All right, let me see. Can y'all hear it? Hold on.
I don't normally ask for.
We can hear it.
All right, cool.
Hey, can you full screen this shit?
Oh yeah, even better. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Con.
Let me see.
It's an Eve too.
You see the hair? She got the purple glasses, the black light. What does that say? Black Lives Matter mask.
Oh, this is some folly off top. All right, let's go. Let's get into it.
I don't normally ask for pronouns on the podcast, but in this case, I thought I would respect your desires.
Yeah. Thank you for respecting my preferred pronouns, Dinesh. I'm actually gender fluid, and so I wear scrunchies around my wrists.
She didn't even make it 15 seconds. She didn't last, man. You mean to tell me she is gender fluid?
Nah, bro. You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't trust the shit I see no more, man. It's to the point where I wear glasses, and I'm not even. I can see pretty clear, but I don't know what the hell I'm looking at anymore.
You and me both. All three of us.
Look at this shit. She sounds like she about to be plumb crazy. You know that, right? She sound like she about to be crazy as hell.
Yeah, she was ready for this. You see how she kind of cut him off at the end?
She said, "Hey, buddy. Hey, I wear scrunchies. Look."
Listen, she was ready for this. Hold on.
Yes. Thank you for respecting my preferred pronouns, Dinesh. I'm actually gender fluid, and
she said, "Actually, I'm actually gender fluid."
So I wear scrunchies around my wrists so that you can understand which pronoun I'm going by for the day, because I know how you right-wingers don't know how to respect pronouns.
What? Time out.
You right-wingers.
Hold up. Look. Hey, can we see what colors that arm shit is?
I can tell you the colors. It's pink, it's blue, it's white, and it's red.
She's too old for this.
Con.
Yeah, how you get into this age and you acting like a dumbass? Like you went your whole life normal, and then the world said you can just be plumb just stupid. And you like, you know what? I'm gonna max out my stupid card today.
I gotta play that back.
Play that shit back. Look what she said.
Don't know how to respect pronouns. So on pink days, I go by she, her. On white days, I go by they, them. Blue days, I go by he, him, and a very special.
I'm not calling this a he, him.
I would never call that ever, just to be honest with you, because that shit's crazy as hell. You ain't killing me.
Like you. It's confusing.
The hell? Look how she sounds. She sounds psychotic. She sounds like she's that grade A narcissist sociopath. She's like, you know what? My world revolves around my scrunchies, and you're gonna bow down to my authority. On some creepy psycho. And this is a sick woman or thing. I don't know what the hell it is. It's a sick being. And the world is entertaining and gaslighting this shit right here, boy. Just gassing them up, man. Setting them on fire and telling them, hey, y'all got it figured out. You right. Everybody, you know,
on the podcast.
What the hell? You ever seen a scrunchie before? Hey, Potter, you ever seen a scrunchie?
Yeah. Why you asking me that?
I'm just asking. I got this is a valid question. Have you ever known scrunchies to have definitions of genders?
Nah. I thought
That
scrunchies
sounds
was
crazy as hell. That's like on my Black Tim Day boot day, you know.
hey,
on
look.
Butter Tim's Day, you know, I'm the hell? Who the hell?
It's crazy because she expects somebody to know that her white scrunchie means she's gender fluid, man.
But what did she say before she said that? She insulted this dude by like, you crazy white lion, white
I swingers. So how you right wingers don't know.
She about to get in his ass. Look. He's looking like he started off like, I just want to respect you today. You know what I'm saying? Let me. I don't normally do this shit, but let me ask you. And she's like,
he kind of came in with respect, man.
Hey, Salakia. The brother said in the comments she wearing a mask during a video call.
That's see, psycho, bro. She don't even like fresh air, man.
It's bad.
Can't trust nobody who don't like to breathe air, bro.
That's probably why she thinking like this. She lightheaded.
Yeah, no, we can't give her that excuse. She's possessed by the damn devil. That's what's wrong with her ass. Look what she said. Bring it out. What you said? Risk so that you can. Go ahead.
For the day, because I know how you right wingers don't know how to respect pronouns.
She's upset. He's mad, bro. He's mad.
The change of the voice. I know how you right wingers don't know the scrunchy damn template.
The damn scrunchy template.
And which pronoun I'm going by for the day, because I know how you right wingers don't know how to respect pronouns. So on pink days, I go by she, her. On white days, I go by they, them.
I got it. Why the pink represent she, her, if colors don't really represent genders?
Right.
But let's see if she goes if she hits the blue and it's he, him, or some shit. She's a psycho. She's a nut. She's a hypocrite in her own skin because I thought colors and those things don't really determine gender, but she determines her gender by gender's social norms.
Right, and that's the spirit you said that, because if they're all fighting for equality, why do you have to pick a gender depicting on what day you're feeling? I got to go to work today. Let me put on the blue one. You know,
and what does the blue one represent though? It should, if you really wanted to be like, this is she, her, but my blue one is he, him, because even in your dumb crazy ass, you know, boys wear blue, girls wear pink.
Right.
Boys play with Tonka trucks. Girls play with Barbie dolls.
Right.
Men put the seed in there. The women pop the seed out. But nah, let's see the hypocrisy in itself. This shit made me want. Woo!
You gotta let them
my own shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Blue days, I go by he, him, and a very special red scrunchie is when I do the neo pronoun dragon self.
Hold on, I gotta run around. What the hell? Did she turn it? She said she got a dragon. She turned into Goku or some shit?
I wasn't, even though Potter told me about this, I still didn't see it coming.
Hold on, rewind that shit, dude. What did she say?
Potter warned me and I still didn't see it coming.
Red scrunchie is
very special.
And a very special red scrunchie is when I do the neo pronoun dragon self. And that's my menstrual cycle. It doesn't come out very often. And you actually lucked out today. I'm going by she, her. That could change by the minute, by the day, by the hour.
By the minute? You got demons on you. That's too much, man. I want to see her turn into the dragon, though.
Very special, and that's it. That's all she wrote.
What is that? What does the dragon do, bro? What is my dragon self?
Look,
hold on, I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna have to Google this phrase, dragon self.
She said the neo. What is she say?
I go by he, him, and a very special red scrunchie is when I do the neo pronoun dragon self.
What the hell does that even mean?
That says it all.
Okay, hold on. Okay, look. This is what it says. I don't even know. I hate the internet. You can find anything on here. All right, here we go. It's actually okay. Let me share my screen, Baba Kasha. We're gonna get it. We're gonna understand what the hell a dragon self is. All right, this shit is retarded. It's just what it is. You got to be brain damaged to be dealing with this stupid shit. It is making me lose my own train of thought right now because I can't even believe we're really in this age and time where we have to discuss dragon selves.
This can't be real, man. This can't be real.
It's got to be somebody who's got to be trolling, right? You got to be trolling, right? Let's see if this is a real thing.
Demon possessed.
It's probably what they're gonna say. Black, us, because we're the wicked, right? That's what they say. So Is my screen sharing?
No.
There we go.
There it is. There it is. Okay, let's see what it says on the wiki. The damn creep.
You said
wiki.
on the wicked?
Yeah, that's what it's probably short down. Pronoun wiki. All right. They got a whole library for creep shit. All right. So what the word we're talking about right now? Dragon self. This is for the pronouns, gender neutral pronouns, noun self. I don't know what's the noun self. We're not even gonna go there. It's too confusing. We don't want our brains to melt. So it says dragon self, neo pronouns. Hold on, I gotta understand what the hell that even is. What the hell is a neo? Okay, neo pronouns are any set of singular third person pronouns. Okay, singular. Okay, so one person and the third person with a descriptor. Okay, that was directly created or adapted within the language instead of evolving with it, and are frequently non-officially recognized in the language they are used in. So it's babbling, basically some bullshit. All right. Many Indo-European languages frequently have gendered third person. Blah blah blah. Nobody believe in that shit. All right, but we're going back to it. So it says the nominative case, the dragon pronoun. Dragon went to the store. So you just want to be called. You want to call yourself. If I want to call myself, basically saying, I want to be microphone man self. So I say, microphone man went to the store. So you make up some bullshit, and you can become whatever bullshit you describe yourself as. Like today, my yellow smiley face right here. When you see that, I'm webcam man. Okay, I'm literally just a webcam. I'm not a man. I'm just a webcam. You can plug me into your laptop. So respect my neo pronoun and call me webcam.
It's all bad.
Hey, Salakia. That's what Hulk do. Hulk smash.
Yeah, but Hulk, but the Hulk is literally his name. That's who he is. That's like saying, look. Cell phone went to the store today. Who the fuck is cell phone? I'm cell phone. No, you're on your cell phone. No, you're misgendering me. I'm a cell phone today.
I identify as a cell phone.
I call that
Can't
childish.
you tell because my hat got an antenna on it?
So literally, you can be a tire iron, you can be a cat pellet, anything you come up with, that's what you can call yourself. And people are supposed to be like, I'm supposed to guess what the hell you made up today.
This is bad.
Call me skateboard. I'm skateboard.
And hey, that's somebody's mother, man.
Hey, don't disrespect skateboard. That's his mama. Who? What you talking about? Y'all really, y'all. If you ain't tired of being in this place yet, and you got to live with my dragon self, the hell is going on, man? I can't do this. Lord help us. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. You ever see like a baby get tired and they just start just slowly just getting all irritated and fussing? They just burst out into loud screams. That's where I'm at in this world. I'm like, Lord, please. I don't want to throw a tantrum, but please, I don't want to do dragons. I don't want to do this shit no more. This shit is dumb.
And that's what the Lord said. He got to speed up the time, lest we be made like unto them.
Oh yeah, man. I'm not gonna pull look at this shit right here.
Man.
Look at this. This is what I was gonna show you. This is what they call gender fluid people. This is what she says she is. What the bruh?
That Prince androgynous spirit.
What the hell is this? That's exactly what he probably was the pioneer to this.
Yeah.
These creeps. Look at this. Always look at Esau and the other nations love being freaks and geeks and creeps, bro. Look at this shit. And then when you see Jake do it, it gets worse and worse because Jake got to go all out. Jake can't just be like he can't just. This should make my stomach hurt, bro.
Con, brother Juan got a precept, Psalms 37:20. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume, and to smoke shall they consume away.
So
we'll wait for that, man. That's a mighty precept, King.
Man, it's just disgusting, bro. I gotta wipe my computer clean after being on this damn search. I don't want none of that shit.
We get into the last days for real, man. Let's see what happens if you don't learn everybody's pronouns. And if you don't call them by it. Let's see what's gonna happen to you. Let's see what's coming up nowadays, man.
Can brothers hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, King.
This happens every stream, man. My thing froze.
Hey, you look like you just so happy, just stuck in that. You just
This happens every stream. All right, we're gonna get into that last one. There we go.
You're back. You're moving live in effect.
I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show brothers this last article. So we've been going for a little minute.
Con. Bring it out.
Share screen.
And let me stop sharing mine.
Oh, con. All right. So everybody's favorite man, right? Joe Biden. Let's see what he says. Right? Biden's pronoun mandate draws criticism for all alleged First Amendment violations. Now, remember, during the time of COVID, Biden put out a mask mandate. And if you didn't wear a mask, man, they was ready to crucify you. All right? Keep that in mind, right? This is a pronoun mandate. All right? So whether you want to be called a Neo Red Dragon, right, people have to respect that. Why? Well, let's see. It says the Department of Health and Human Services is under scrutiny following the implementation of a controversial gender pronoun policy that critics argue infringes on employee rights and may lead to terminations for misgendering, reported Fox News. So you at the workplace, and mind you, this is a mandate. This is mandatory, so-called. Which brothers, we're not doing this, right? But it says basically, if you at the workplace and you misgender somebody, that can lead, it's damn near the same thing as a hate crime. That could lead to termination, right? I'm gonna jump down real quick to the highlighted part. It says the policy outlined in an email to the HHS employees as part of gender identity and non-discrimination guidance requires all staff to address colleagues by the names and pronouns they use to describe themselves. Failure to comply could result in disciplinary action, including termination. Now, I believe this is for right now the Department of Health and Human Services, but more than likely this is going to spread. Remember, again, COVID, when they had that mandatory shot, and a lot of people, either it was you get that shot, right, that zombie shot, or you get a lot of people got terminated, man, right? I'm more willing to be terminated from a job that the Most High could easily replace than have some mysterious Edomite inject some secret serum into my body, man. So you just got to be ready, to prepare your spirit, right? As the Lord says, prepare your mind and your soul for temptation, right? Because the time is going to come where you might have to, kind of ask somebody what their pronouns are, right? So, we're coming upon the times where, there's inordinate affection on an all-time high. People are saying, look, you got a clear as day a man, and he walks into the woman's bathroom, right? And now he believes that he's a full-blown woman. And now people are saying you have to respect his choices, right? So we're coming upon those times, like the sister Hebrew daughter said, the times of Noah, right? But if brothers, that's all I got. It's pretty self-explanatory. We know how these mandates go. I'm not about to read all this. It's a bunch of madness regardless. But yeah, man, brothers got the stage.
I want to, man, and these are things what you would say that are offensive to people, right? They say if you don't gender me right, then what, you're being basically a bigot. You're not being very politically correct. You're being borderline damn racist. If that's true, right? So I wanted to bring out. I just want to share this with you real quick. I was just thinking about I wanted you to see who we're listening to advocate for appropriate speech with a consequence, right? But look, let's just see some of the shit that's been recently been said by this dude. This dude is a clown to the fullest, man. This is one of the most racist dudes I've ever seen in my entire existence. Watch. Give me 2 seconds. Tell me if you can hear Baba Kashab.
Kamala racist too. She like the more black people than any other DA that was on the stand.
That's my mother, man.
Anyway, Kamala racist too. She like the more black people than any other DA.
I'm trying to get this thing to start over. All right, but let me just hold it like this because I want you to. I'm just gonna let it run through real quick. All right, watch. How do you reset this?
Just give it a few seconds. It'll reset.
This is. I want you to see. This is what this dude literally just said, and this is one of. This is the light. This is light. Now what's the volume? There it is. Look.
Rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being most racist, 1 being least racist. You referred to Barack Obama as the first mainstream African American that is articulate and bright and clean. First? You have to be clean and articulate.
That's what Joe Biden said about Obama, that he's the first African American to ever speak good, be clean.
Hey, that's a hell.
It's not even an Israelite.
20. Okay, we're breaking the scale.
9.
Actually,
this guy breaks into someone's house, but it doesn't go as
this one right here. Because Joe Biden has been racist for they got things on here. Look at this. They got 47 years of Joe Biden's racist comments, reactions. The shit that he said about so-called Jake is ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? 50 years of him being racist as can be. And I don't want to get too deep into that, but you be surprised. These poor kids are just as bright as white kids at an event for an Asian Hispanic voters. Like the shit that comes out of his mouth is like he is literally the most he's racist as hell. He's an old. This dude used to take pride and have pride in locking us up, bro. In the sense where if you had a piece of crack, right, the size of a quarter, you had to do a mandatory 5 years in prison. Mandatory. Without if it was as big as a quarter, but then you go. His son got a laptop that he's got a damn ounce of crack smoking it with hookers, but he don't go to jail. But he was made it a reform to lock up Jake back in the 80s for crack for 5-10 years for a little piece of rock. But then his son got it all in his house. Like these are vile men, man.
Hypocrisy, man.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring something to show you like what you're saying, how it doesn't make sense because you're gonna put these acts in to make sure that you got a no scrungy woman's dragon self. But you say, hey, you know what? You know, niggas can be clean too. I'm happy to see one. That's the only one. He said that's the first mainstream one he's ever seen in his life. So LeBron James is a dirty, damn nasty ass nigga to him. Anybody. Martin Luther King, dirty, disgusting nigga. Malcolm X. Anybody, any Israelite, man. Don't just think about it like that. He just said that's the first one he's ever seen that's articulate and clean.
It's terrible.
And we taught them things, man. We taught them how to carry themselves. We taught them how to bathe themselves, man. But we don't.
They still don't listen because they don't really be doing it.
Kind of grab the soap. They use dish liquid. Kind of rub their hands together, so bathe themselves with their hands, man. No towel.
They don't use no washcloth. That's not the question.
And they do that once a month. It's not even consistent. It's once a month.
And then they the ones that be pushing that whole, be natural hygiene. Like they want to go back to, they literally are like everybody's reforming back to their normal state, right? So you start looking at Esau truly for what Esau and the whole look like. It looked like they're preparing themselves to go back into the caves. They want the hairy armpits. They want the hairy legs. They want to look like damn Sasquatch and shit. Smell like Sasquatch. They don't want to bathe. They don't want to brush their teeth. They want to eat shit they find outside, and they want to eat the juniper roots again. They want to be out there braying and neighing, nestling together. That's why they all need them still freak orange. That's why they don't have no genders and shit. They just want to just be wild animals, hairy, stinking wild animals that just chew up the earth and you say it's organic.
And that's a good point you made. You know, the nations, they're reverting back, you know, to the spirit that the Lord put on them to begin with. You got these Edomites, they're reverting back to Mount Seir, the spirit that they had on them, right? A lot of nations and peoples are being exposed for who they really are. The Israelites are being exposed to being God's chosen people, right? But we're also being exposed for being a global threat. Brothers with Bibles teaching the word are being exposed as a global threat. So that was a good point you brought out. But I got a precept of the spirit, right? Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Right. So, like the brothers was going into, you know, if this stuff doesn't upset you, then you have to, you know, you have to examine your spirit, because you don't want to be too caught up in the cares and the joys of this world to not be able to discern or see that these things are adding more sin unto the Israelites, right? People going by different genders depending on the minute, hour, and second, right? That is added, you know, sin being added and towered upon sin, right? So these things are not only put on us as distractions, but also to throw us back into the darkness and sin, right? So we got to be able to understand these things, and we have to be mad at the things which we see, because when you're upset at the oppression that you're in, you're going to do everything in your power to come up out of that. And a brother that's walking spiritually is going to see there's only one way to get out of this captivity, and it's the way that the Most High, you know, the same way we went into it, we got to reverse and do the opposite by keeping the commandments of the Most High. So that's all I got. If brothers got any honorable mentions.
I don't have the article, but you know what we talked about earlier. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna see if I can find that one with this, so we can just recap on this.
Yeah, because all of this, hey, all of everything we've been talking about so far, bro, we just been monkeying around, man.
Oh, yeah, all right, I got you.
Right.
I got you right here.
Right, it's been all monkey see, monkey do, man.
Let me share the screen on this real quick.
Monkey business.
Yeah, not just monkey business, man.
Just monkey business.
And I think this is what it is. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, I'm about to do it right here. I think this is what it is, right? Let me see. If it's not, let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is what it is. But read the headline to it real quick.
Let's see. That's it. Days of Noah. Scientists just created a Frankenstein chimera monkey that glows green.
What?
So
the days of Noah. Why would they use? Think about that. That's in the spirit. Why, if the Most High isn't real, why is that a thing for them to be using?
Let's see that.
Everywhere you go, everything similar. The Lord is like being called out in every forefront that you can do it. But everything you see goes back to the scriptures, man. Verbiage, people's statements, the way they open up, man, you know, shit, I don't want to be tempted by the devil. But brother, you an atheist. I'm just saying, you know what people say. Like everything. Look, go ahead. Bring this out. This is for you, whoever's bringing this out. I'm just bringing out some information.
It says the birth of a chimeric monkey with glowing green fingers and eyes may sound like something out of a horror movie, but it represents a major scientific breakthrough. Where do you even begin? It says, I'm gonna jump down. Basically, if you don't know, right, Moab basically created a damn Franken monkey. From what I believe, from what I've read, because they have different ones. Basically, like the the chimeric. It's like a term, basically for it's like spliced DNA. So like
that's why they make them all those animes like that. Those chimeras. That's what they call them. It's a chimera.
Like, hey, Salakia, there was an anime. It's called Hunter x Hunter, and one of the villains was a chimera ant. And what this ant used to do is whatever he eats, that's what it will hatch an egg, and that's what whatever he ate, that's what the thing will come out as. So there was one that ate a fish, ate a kid, and then ate a donkey, and it was like a half fish kid person.
Yeah,
that's what it.
It sounds like madness, but they're doing this.
That's what they're doing, man.
They're splicing DNA and creating hybrids. I believe the one that they just made, it was like it had human DNA. It was like it had sperm mixed with a monkey's egg, man, and it's living. This thing is living. Now they said that they
euthanized it before it went into term.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, but you know that damn thing is in some lab somewhere like this.
In a lab in a cage somewhere.
Hey man, soon you're gonna have to rise of the Planet of the Apes, man. Kind of got Caesar. No,
his name ain't Caesar. His name is Jake. That's what they probably named his ass Jacob. That's what
they probably named a damn Israel, man.
Kind of you're gonna have an ape come up to you in the wilderness. Ape kill no ape. Ape don't kill ape. Ape kill
you
human.
don't really gonna be able to understand what he's saying because we don't speak that shit.
Nah, you gonna speak your language. You're gonna be out here speaking your language.
What's up to, man? You got monkeys painting, reading books,
building cars, taking trips to,
driving.
Hey, they'll tell you ape went to the moon, went out of space, man.
Man, you talking folly now? You know they ain't.
They'll tell you that.
That's what they'll say. They'll say a lot of stuff, but Jake I don't believe none of that shit. But it is what it is, So we got the creeps and freaks and creepy crawlers going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they like to do. They like to make look. This is work of an abominable works, man. Everything that we see is wicked, and it's getting more wicked, and it's getting more wicked.
I don't normally ask.
Everything is AI, so you can't trust in what you hear, can't trust in what you see. They creating new shit that ain't nobody really supposed to be looking at or doing in the first place. Now that's what I say. And then we always go into what we eat because look, if they're doing all this recreationally, this to do some shit like this costs billions of dollars. It's not a little like a slight thing. You're gonna have to have cutting edge everything, highly trained professionals that understand sciences that is horrible sorcery level that they're using it at. And then if that's what they're doing. Imagine what they're doing to the things that they're subtly allowing us to consume because they know it affects the way we think. That's why they used, like we were going over it, patterns in music videos, certain colors in the advertising because it makes your brain trigger like, oh, like red is either attention or, danger or, stop. So when you got like a Target ad comes on, people literally stop and look to see what's going on because it represents like your brain's like a stop sign. It tells you to stop naturally to pay attention. Right. So that's why I say, man, you got to watch out with these people. They're subtle creeps.
All praises, but that's all I got.
Hey,
brothers, got anything else?
I got a precept if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, King.
1 Thessalonians 5:2. Baba Gashah. Can a brother get that for me?
Am I on this? I got it. 1 Thessalonians 5:2.
Bring it out.
It says what? For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, man. So the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. It's going to be real soon where the Most High is going to crack the sky. And nobody knows when that thief shows up. So nobody's going to know what the Lord's showing up. But they're going to know when he's here. So that being said, man, it's a very wise thing for you to do what? Hey, blow that trumpet and
stay on your pivot, man.
See that? That's the Lord right there. See that? See that?
Praises. All praises. So with that, a few announcements through the spirit. November 12th, that's a Sunday, it's the new moon, right? Sunday at sundown is the new moon, right? Sunday through Monday, right? So whatever you can, come together with like-minded individuals, feast, be merry, and enjoy the day of the Lord, man. Don't let the day of the Lord become a burden, right? To where it's like, damn, shit, it's the last day, last minute. Let me just go get some hot dogs. We'll boil some hot dogs, right? Don't last minute boil hot dogs for the Lord's feast, man. You're supposed to, dedicate that day into serving the Lord with joyfulness and gladness, because He allowed us to make it another month, man. Right? That's Hebrew tradition, man. That's something that in the world, it might be a typical Sunday, right? But nah, that's our culture, right? So we got to take our culture into consideration and really throw down for the Lord, man. You get some sisters to come to the house help cook. You get some brothers come to the house help set up, right? You got yourself a mighty feast day, y'all rejoice, enjoy each other company, play some music, whatever y'all do, in righteousness and sincerity, serving the Lord, man. Don't show up to the feast just to eat up people's food, man. Do it. Hey, you got brothers like that, brothers like that, man.
You have never lied, brother. But I'm gonna tell you, hey. So to add on to that, also coming up, a couple weekends, we're gonna be hosting the Bayou Classic coming up in New Orleans. So y'all be ready to get a better flyer for us to be able to come out and congregate while we come out there and try to bring out the word and bring more people to the Lord. And basically that's it, man. I got one precept. I'm gonna leave the precept, bro. But basically, I'm gonna just tell y'all this: we in this last days. Stay diligent, wait on the Lord, be of good courage and good spirit, and gather yourselves together. Like we've just been bringing all this stuff out. Gather yourself together, serve the Lord with all your heart and diligence, and love your people, man. Ultimately, love your people and love your God. And with that, hey, Shalom, my brother Karadazar from SOZ Houston.
Brother you call SOZ Atlanta.
Brother Potter from SOZ Houston.
Hey, but we're gonna blow that trumpet and
stay on that pivot.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right, man. Hey, we love y'all. Y'all, shalom.
Shalom.